experts who have more tools and more time. Introducing the first ever daily fantasy sportsbook, Stat Hero. Stat Hero shows you their lineups and dares you to beat them. It's you versus the house in a head-to-head fantasy matchup. Go to stathero.com/play. Sign up for free right now. You can get 3 times back on your first play. Go to stathero.com/play. Restrictions apply. See stathero.com.
Hey, long time no see. Welcome back.
Great to be back. I'll take what you usual. You're good.
Of course. Oh gosh, that nice new Conditi utility bill coming right up.
Right. Looks awesome in here, by the way. I love the new layout of the furniture. How do you do it all yourself?
They wish I had the time and expertise. It was IKEA. They planned everything. Delivered the furniture, assembled it. It was super affordable too. Here's your usual. See you tomorrow.
Definitely.
Visit the IKEA Planning Studio online to book your virtual or in-person business planning appointment today.
Cashel, we go from the time you get up to the time you wrap up. There's a lot of meetups, steps, and hurries. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help your engine run like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And stack up with in-store rewards to save even more of it all. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. The agents that exclusive use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus for every essence. Full terms and conditions to the website.
Red, white, and blue. We see those colors and feel it in our hearts. Say you're kissing that nurse in Times Square, or Reed's raising a flag over Iwo Jima. First responders rushing to the rescue. Those colors being we do our best, we don't give up, we never quit, and we care for our own. Double Line's colors are red, white, blue as well. That was intentional. We're proud to serve, proud to give, proud to be Americans. Red, white, and blue is where we live. We're Double Line, leading improvement. Double Line, GNC.com.
There's a better way to get the convenience you need and the kindness you want. With free checking at Desert Financial, you get top-rated mobile banking and a credit union that keeps up. Visit desertfinancial.com/better for info.
When you reward Union's appliances with your business, Union's will reward you with up to $2,000 rebate on select Cafe Appliance suite combinations. Right now at Union's, purchase up to 7 eligible Cafe appliances, and you'll receive a Cafe Visa prepaid card valued up to $2,000 via online or mail-in rebate. Now that's a kitchen that practically pays for itself. Union's appliances in Wyckoff and Passaic, New Jersey. Make the kitchen the heart of your home. Offer available through December 31st, 2021.
Take a moment to enjoy the soothing sounds your employees have endured every day while working from home.
Make it stop!
That way, as your team returns to the office, the IKEA Business Planning team can help you welcome them back and perhaps even enjoy a moment of peace and quiet. IKEA Room Planners will guide you through every step of your affordable office window process. Your employees will love you there. Visit the IKEA Planning Studio online to book your virtual or in-person office planning appointment today.
HPV. It's about cancer. Talk to your child's doctor today. Brought to you by Merck.
Whether you're renovating or building new, Riverhead Building Supply has what you need. When you choose Anderson Windows and Doors, you get high-performing, dependable products, and we support them with exceptional service. Try the 400 series, which gives you the best overall blend of performance and style. Anderson is the most trusted and recommended brand of windows and patio doors among residential contractors and builders. Head to Riverhead Building Supply, 1093 Pulaski Street in Riverhead, or online at rbscorp.com.
Cashel, we go from the time you get up to the time you wrap up. There's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And stack up with in-store rewards to save even more of it all. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. The agents that exclusively use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus for no essence. Full terms and conditions to the website.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls Buffalo on 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey station.
And now, the Instigators, presented by Seneca Resorts and Casinos. Nothing else comes close.
I can't imagine that I would have done anything else with my life. I can't think of another occupation. I can't think of another city. I can't think of another sport. I think that the Buffalo Sabres and our shape are not pretty shape.
Well, if you haven't heard, there's good news and bad news today, ladies and gentlemen. The good news is the great Rick Jenneret will be back for one more season. The bad news is that after this season, he will retire. And I say this with all sincerity. He goes down as one of the all-time greats when it comes to golf. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what team you love. Rick Jenneret is an icon and a real voice of the game of hockey. Instigator WGR 550 MSG. Marty, if you're on here, some other things we'll discuss. Some people not thrilled about Owen Power going back to college, and then also I would be completely embarrassed if we end up talking about emoji people. Possible to know what? Know what? We're not talking about. Thank you. That's the only that's about as much news as that's getting.
Good morning, Reds. Why are you going there? Like, do you not understand the emoji that he used?
I don't care about it. I don't want to understand it. I want to talk about RJ.
Jack's telling us something. And we should discuss that.
Well, please.
Right, you know what? Don't instigate. Let's talk about Rick Jenneret.
So, guys, you all know I grew up in Quebec City. I didn't watch any English television growing up, like none. It was, we had 4 channels, all French channels, and cable came out, but it was very spotty. But I knew who RJ was because I would watch the sports highlight and I would wait for the Buffalo Sabres highlight just so I could hear the Rick Jenneret call, the LaFontaine, the Mayday, everything. So I mean, those were iconic. So I knew I had no idea who the play-by-play guys around the league were, nor did I care. You guys all grew up watching Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday night. I didn't know Hockey Night in Canada calls because I watched it in French. And the next day, I didn't rush to the TV to watch the highlight shows and hear, who was on Hockey Night in Canada back when you guys grew up.
Bob Cole and Harry Neal.
Bob Cole, Harry Neal, and who else? Who else was play-by-play? It was just Bob Cole back then. There were guys, but anyway.
So that he's like the only one I was really sure.
So I remember Bob Cole because he did games when I was playing, but when I was a kid, I didn't rush the TV to watch highlights to hear Bob Cole call a highlight deal, but I rushed the TV to hear Rick Jenneret call a highlight deal. And that's how I knew it. So when I got drafted to the Sabres in '95, I was like, oh my goodness, like maybe Rick Jenneret will get to call my name one day. And that was not only did you want to play in the NHL and sign a contract and play with superstars, I was looking at Rick Jenneret calling my name. And that was really cool. So yeah, he's a legend for sure.
I absolutely love that RJ spent all for. I mean, well, oh my God. But no, but I mean, it's just it was. I think I've watched it so many times, not because of the goal or the moment, but because of listening to RJ's call. And I remember being on the bus and guys doing something, like after a game, guys doing something great in the game, and their buddies were saying something wrong, you got to hear RJ's call. You got to hear RJ's call. You got to hear RJ's goal call. Like, there was something, every few games where he just, guys love. Like hearing him call a great moment for them. I mean, they would say, RJ's call. It was unbelievable. And guys were talking about it in the locker room. They would say, that's the impact that he had on all the players. Then you're talking about the other thing. He has been around this long, I believe, is the fans would be irate if RJ was not around. They just love him. They absolutely love him.
Well, he's special. He's larger than life. Like, I mean, his name's bigger than any one player that's played here in the last 20 years. RJ is an icon. He the way he calls games, he has his own style. His voice is unique, which I think makes it very important. And his personality, his humor and his wit is just incredible. So when you watch a game and you're sitting at home, you're not able to watch the game and listening to RJ. Every word that he says, he's the one who's painting the picture. But in all that, it's about entertaining. And he's so incredible in how he speaks. He's very funny, he's witty. He's true. And when I say this, he's truly one of the greatest announcers, play-by-play guys in the history of the game.
So how many play-by-play guys would you think would get a statue with their team, right, around the National Hockey League? For the longest time, right, like John Corson had gone from the Hartford Whales to the Carolina Hurricanes. He was known for that organization moving from Hartford to Carolina and keep doing the game. And now he's moved on to Seattle. He's one of the greatest, right? You've got some really, really good and great play-by-play guys around the league. But who around the league would get a statue and say, hey, we're going to put, the French Connection, we're going to put Dominic Hasek, we're going to put like our best players, Danny Dares, and then we're going to put Greg General. And we're going to have a statue of Greg General because he has meant so much to the organization. I can't name them, really. I can't in the league right now that probably has as much history with an organization the way that RJ did. He came in the second season, 1971. He came in and started calling games with the Sabres at the rate. And that just got going, obviously. So this technically will be his 50th season because we missed the lockout for 5 seasons, but he's been with the team 51 years.
It's too bad, like, we talk about the players and longevity and not winning. There's a guy who loved this, especially, this is point last year, it's not going to be a great year. And it's just, you think about it, you think about 51 years. I mean, there's a guy that I think walks away from the sport saying, man, I wish I could have called that Stanley Cup.
Isn't it like the worst feeling though? Because if you are like we talked about Marcel Dion, one of the greatest players ever to have won a cup, and it was great work until he got to Colorado, right? But they have something. And the best play-by-play guy, one of the greatest, and as memorable as RJ is, you're at the mercy of the ups and downs of the team that's in front of you. That's just the way it is. I don't think. Look, I'm sure RJ wishes we would, and I'm sure he's replayed it this time. If I ever get to call a Stanley Cup, this is how I'm going to call it, and everything that would be said. It is unfortunate that it's totally out of your control. As players, it's in your control to a certain extent. But as a play-by-play guy or broadcaster, it's totally out of your control.
I smell a book deal coming. There's got to be a book. There's got to be a book. He's got to write a book.
Do you
got to
know?
hear some of the
Do you
stories.
know if he's ever thought about having a writer come in and just jot down his thoughts, because he hasn't spoken that before?
I never talked to her about it. And listen, the one thing I missed the most last season, out of everything, I missed the fans, yes, the fans in the building, the interaction we have. but more than anything else, we always come in at about 4:30 after our 7 o'clock meeting, and you go to the media meal room and you have dinner. And you know, RJ's always sitting there, you sit at RJ's table and you watch number one. People from other teams come in and say hi to RJ because they've known him for years, and two, him telling stories. And if the only thing is, it wouldn't be just one book. It would have to be multiple books of RJ stories because he has that many books. And that would be clear. I've not read many books in my life. I won't lie to you, I'm not a reader. But I would read that in a second.
Investigator, better memory than I do.
He does.
Because that's not hard. That's not hard. Instigators, we're talking about Rick Jenner. Listen, I know we spent a lot to a lot of people, so if you want to call, 803-0550, 888-550-2000. What's your favorite RJ call? Maybe no one's ever heard. You know, we know the scary girls, we know the Maydays, we know the La 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 Fontaines, we know all those things. But are there anything you remember that you want to call and talk about? Or maybe you met him. Maybe you met him and you want to call and share a story about RJ. Back for one more year and then retire. So,
you know what you love to do, PD? You talk about maybe you met him. So a few times during the season, obviously RJ takes his staff very seriously. So when he's on dinner at 5 o'clock, he's up on the press box and he's preparing for a game. He's overlooking his roster, stats, you know, everything that has to do with the game. And then he's also, when he gets RJ story, he always has a second monitor. And he watches football, college basketball, like he's really into other sports, right? So, and sometimes there's maybe a friendly wager put on something here or there. But anyway, so one thing that RJ loved to do, and didn't get to do it all last year, unfortunately I don't know that he'll be able to do it this year, is taking the time to go through the front lobby with people entering the building and saying hi to the fans, and saying hi to the younger fans. You know, the ones that maybe are coming into their first game. You're 7, 8, 9 years old, maybe you're older. That's your first Sabres game, and you're coming in, and then you walk in, and there's Rick Jenner. And people take pictures and selfies and shake his hand, and they'll sign autographs. He loves doing that. And we usually tease him all the time, hey, why don't you go give him a little RJ love? Why don't RJ, come on. You haven't done it in a while. Go give him a little RJ love. And he says, you know, and then he's like, okay, I'll go through it. And Razor usually teases it a lot too, so that's fun. But he loves doing that. He loves meeting people. He loves talking to the people, the fans. It's part of the joy of the job.
We're talking about Rick Jenner to be a fly on the wall with the conversations that Ron Ray has had. If you know Ron, I mean, you could get serious Ron, which is probably about 5% of the time. And the rest of it is a very dry humor, loves to joke, loves to throw jabs, and you know what Rick Jenner is? They love it. They love going after each other. It's very playful, and they spend a lot of time together. I mean,
on the road, like when RJ was traveling, like you know, Razor would be like with RJ, and they'd get to the ring together, they'd sit around the hotel. Like I'm sure there's so many off-the-cuff conversations that were like blowing your mind, right? That would be
I like Serious Razor. If you're listening, Rob, I know you are. I like Serious Razor. You know, the other Razor's just awesome. You know,
so what's an example of Serious Razor?
We had Serious Razor on our last show. Yeah, we had Serious Razor on the last show. We have them in between commercial breaks before the show and after the show. And yeah, it's totally different. It's nice and great.
It's Serious Razor.
You don't have to walk around on eggshells just thinking you're about to get completely shredded for the reason.
Does he talk hockey or does he talk construction and his, you know, unlife?
Man, Razor's got a lot of good life experience. He's what is a successful man? Smart guy. May not look it. May not look it at all. Him and his big head. me tell you something. He's doing very well for himself. I love talking to him.
Well, he's other than
savvy. Yeah, he's very smart. He's a savvy guy.
So talking about Razor though, and.
I hate saying that about you too, Razor. I hate, there's one person I want to pump tires and not walk away, you know, but man.
Well, talking about Razor, to get that head through the
door this morning, trying to fit sideways and this and that.
It's too easy to talk about Razor's head. He does have a big head, but you know what, that's part of it, but, Sabres Alumni Golf Tournament on Monday, by the way, so, that will be the first time in 2 years that we will have our Sabres Golf Tournament. Daryl Shannon is in charge of doing it for years, and he does a great job. Razor will be there, and we'll hopefully do the show from the golf course on Monday, so we'll catch a lot of Sabres Alumni. Maybe RJ will be there. Maybe we'll get to talk to Ray Turner. We'll get him on the show for a quick minute and just talk about it. So tune in on Monday for sure for that. Just a little quick plug.
Oh, quick tease. Marty might be hosting for it. Marty is going to host. Yeah, I'm not going to do it.
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. We got a lot of love going around today. A lot of love. I don't need any love today. Right? So you guys just learn off. You know who's not getting it?
Nikes. Look at the hat you're wearing.
It is.
Big Wing Golf Course.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's my daughter's hat. So, yeah, all right. You ever golf there?
Is that the one on the island?
Big one on it, yeah. That is the holy squirrel on the side of the road.
Oh,
So, you know,
sorry, I apologize for derailing the Big Wing Golf Course. That's it in scope, is correct?
correct.
Yeah, it's the real deal. It's golf course basically on the island.
Yeah, so I think my uncle's a member there. He took brother golf and got him the hat, his little godfather's son that he got. This is like not that a few years ago. But when my dad retired, right, from Ridley, and we moved up to Lake Bays in Muskoka, that's where they had a police station for things. And my dad took on a gig as a marshal at Big Wing just to keep himself busy, and he was marshaling the golf course. He would play there 3 giving him 3 rounds a week. He was playing at Big Island 3 days a week. Yeah. So anyway, both sides smoke. I'm sorry, Marty, your face is indicating complete disgust here.
Yes, yes, because it has nothing to do with what you guys are talking about. I just read something on Twitter, something that you guys discussed last week, and breaking news. And you know we've been really big on Jeopardy and who was going to replace Alex Trebek and all of that. And breaking news, Mike Richards, who is the executive producer of the show, was going to host the show, was going to be the new host, is stepping down as the host of Jeopardy. So there's
I'm right here. I'm right here. They need to look no further.
It would be
Behind, what's her name, Mayhem Bionic or whatever, she might be a marine biologist or whatever she is,
Yes.
neuroscientist. He's a neuroscientist.
It's not just marine
I forgot, somethingologist. I'm right here, guys, Jeopardy. 8030550, give me a call. 888-550. 888-550. If you want to give us a call, I know we're talking about Rip Chandler. It's
How about RJ hosting one show on Jeopardy? Like, let's get him as a special host for 1 week on Jeopardy. Let's make it happen. How cool would that be?
I would like to hear RJ on film. I think his last game he ever calls, he should be able to say whatever.
Should it be broadcast like one for the TV?
Like actually analyze the game. Yes. Just one that's like rated R for RJ. But
So like how about you do this? Like for the TV, because you have a TV deal, like you have Dan call it, and then I'll do the color just for fun of it. But then on YouTube, you have RJ and Razor doing a rated R version unfiltered. and let those two go at it.
That's, I'd rather be absolute hit to hear our see the real ceiling on the RJ.
You know that, so the Montreal Canadiens have RDS, they have RDS and then RDS2, which is a secondary channel, kind of like ESPN2. So on certain nights, they have the game on RDS, the regular play-by-play caller, and then on RDS2, they have this show called from a different angle. So it was Max Talbot and Rudy Gervais and Hubert Shea, who's the former coach. They're sitting on a couch and they're watching the game on the screen, and they're actually commenting the game as former players and coaches that are just saying, oh, look, rewind this 1 quick second, and then they rewind it, they show the play, and then they talk about it. It's a different look. I've watched it a few times this year. It's pretty cool. So maybe that's something to that effect that we could do with, but you guys, have PD and ribs on the couch watching the game and just say whatever you want.
So from the top with a glass of Spanish full of chips.
Watching the game on the Caribbean. No, but you'd have to do a few push-ups. Make the chest look really big.
Some of us are genetic freaks, okay? You might not understand that, but are you one of the us? I'm throwing myself, I've been around you for 5 years now doing this show. I feel like I'm getting stronger and bigger and in better shape just by hanging around.
All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go break. So we had a nice phone call.
You said my weight was 238.
Yeah.
Well, the wife just came home. 6 bags of ketchup chips. Ketchup chips come back up. No. You're bringing me 5 different bags of chips.
So you want 11 bags of ketchup chips?
I'm gonna hide 4 of those. Right? I hide in different parts of the house, I swear to God. You'll go in and you'll be like, looking to kind of like press the TV button or something like, and they open up this bag of chips laying in there with all the players.
Marty, anybody along with this?
Oh, yeah, I got Erie County Fair edition today. We don't have the last weekend of the Erie County Fair. I haven't gone yet. Open to go tomorrow, so food, games, rides, everything. Erie County
Okay.
Fair edition.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. I didn't even see this. We have calls. You want to get those and push this to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready, you all right with that?
We're talking RJ right now. RJ has top priority over us.
RJ has top priority. We have Sean, Adam, and Wayne. Wait on the line. We will get to your call from the other side of the break. Stick around and skaters. We're celebrating with Generette and back another year. And he's retiring at the end of this season. And we also will get into some Owen Power discussion because some people disagree with his decision to go back to the next level. Stick around.
WGR Sports Radio 550. All sports, all the time.
Check out the 24-hour livestock show at Rodeo. It's fun entertainment for all. September 16th through the 18th. And the rodeo starts September 24th through October 3rd. Many other events. Passing along the show at Rodeo's business benefit community. Youth education and preserve family heritage. And tickets to the Gold Ring together for this one. For more details, check out PasadenaRodeo.com.
Hi, welcome to Everything Outdoors. Can I help you find anything?
Can you point us to the camping gear?
Sure, that's it.
Snowboarding? Just bought a new Nissan Pathfinder. Scotty tells me Florida for it. We might hit backcountry.
IO 18. Are you sure you can do all this?
Up to 6,000 pounds time, we're good to go. Oh, where's the scuba gear?
Return to rugged in the all-new 2022 Nissan Pathfinder. Available in coachable record and recommend collisions are providing instruction and all conditions, only monitor tracking the weather conditions and capability. There is no
Curiosity has thousands of documentaries and shows available on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the history buffs, the Disney Plus for the science buffs. There sure are a lot of streaming services out there. Streaming is the one you definitely need if you're the type in nature, doc, and chill. If you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist, go to curiositystream.com to learn more and sign up today.
Celebrate the American experience Darius Ruckus at Brown's Young More. Odyssey Stars and Strings is presented by Samsung Galaxy. You can win a flyaway and VIP tickets to this once-in-a-lifetime sold-out concert September 11th in New York City. Powered by the statement-making Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G and Z Flip 3 5G. Pre-order now at Samsung.com. Enter for a chance to win the national contest of Stars and Strings at Odyssey.com/Stars and Strings.
Hey, long time no see. Welcome back.
Great to be back. I'll take my usual, if you remember.
Of course, one large not that ice noodle latte with soy milk coming right up.
Looks awesome in here, by the way. I love the new layout and furniture. How you doing, dog? Yourself?
There's no expertise. It's IKEA. Everything. Furniture. It was super nice too. Here's the
IKEA planning studio. Virtual or in-person business planning appointment today.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell Clean Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Food Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. Then snack up on full rewards to save even more. Make the most of the stuff you need to make. Agents and plus 30 yes. Full terms and conditions, do it for a second.
Summer home is way to your local dealer. Where you go from there to you. New vehicles are riding daily, and of course, America's best warranty. Get in to get away with it all at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Secure your 2021 Sonata or Elantra today for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. See your Hyundai dealer now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 6, 2021. Call 562-314-4603 for offer terms and details.
Here's some great news for all of you, because the new and improved Dual OSCO For You digital perks program is up and running, complete with an enhanced user-friendly app and some cool new ways to save. So if you haven't signed up already, get on the stick and save $5 on your first $25 purchase. And if you're already signed up with Dual OSCO For You, you'll continue to get the same great rewards, along with birthday savings and a special gift each month. Visit dualosco.com/justforyou for more details.
Whether you're renovating or building new, Riverhead Building Supply has what you need. When you choose Anderson Windows and Doors, you get high-performing, dependable products, and we support them with exceptional service. Try the 400 series, which brings you the best overall blend of performance and style. Anderson is the most trusted and recommended brand of windows and patio doors among residential contractors and builders. Head to Riverhead Building Supply.
Miss Howard, you this morning? We got a 24-hour Odyssey Reload. Download the Odyssey app, select WGR, and go back in time. Driven by Northtown Automotive. Shop online at northtownauto.com. We're back with more of the instant movies presented by Seneca Resorts and Casinos. Nothing else comes close.
All right, that was an RJ call. That was the goal. I was talking, what do you think of your faces? I am not gonna lie. Anybody who's watching the instigators right now that just saw that, there's only one thing that comes to mind. How fast I am. You know what it is, Marty? I have no idea. Salad. A salad? Salad. You needed to eat more salad because, my God, did you look chunky. Little Peters, when he first came into the league, was an absolute marshmallow.
Now, what helmet did you have there, PD? Did you have your eye-tech that you worked for one season?
No, that was an old CCM.
You kept the old CCM bucket, right, your whole career?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't go to the new stuff.
I still had mine. They're the best helmets.
Did you take out the foam on the inside and replace it?
I have the thin foam. The thin foam.
So happy to love it.
I'll say it's a great call from RJ, but even better commentary by Jim Evans. Like those two were so good together. I feel that we were so lucky to have watched games for years with RJ and Jim Evans on the games. They were so good together. I loved it. He was awesome. And the comments he made, like, that's just great.
I love that call. Obviously, I do. That just goes to show you, like, that's off the cuff. He's not thinking Andrew Peters is going to score tonight. Like that's a great example. Like at the end of the day, you can prepare for a Jared Eichel goal, you can prepare for a Sam Leinart goal, those things. But an Andrew Peters goal, that's off the cuff.
You remember that game?
That's how great he was off the cuff. What's that?
We spanked Washington that night, right? Like, absolutely. It
Maryland
was
Max
easy,
broke
right?
that Patrick said.
Yeah, and it was Maxim Willette who's in net, I believe. Like he just, poor Max, I knew him. It just, there used to be a picture in the city of Rockland, I don't know if it's still there, of a Finnegan of goal on Maxim Willette. I think it was that game. So it was, I remember that game. It was a fun day, definitely.
That was a blowout. That was New Year's Eve.
Yep.
New Year's Eve. Cox and Cox. We're talking about RJ. Your favorite call by RJ. So that was mine. We got Adam on his cell. Now that we're on the line with Greg and Marty, we'll talk about that 1 hour at 11 o'clock when you just arrived at 11:30. Adam, what's your call on RJ?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for taking my call. So, my favorite call, I want to say, there's something on this call earlier from the 2006 championship in Ottawa. I think one that was my favorite was model Danny overtime against Philadelphia and he teams out of the night, bumped into the double overtime. I know he marketed for that, but I just wanted to share a quick story about earlier. So I was coming off a win from leg surgery. I had my coming off leg surgery down in UCA at China Hospital, and I came back and my uncle and my dad and I were on the game, and I'm going to meet family friends that have set this up. But there was a woman from the Sabres PR club that came over, and they're like, hey, we have a little bit of a surprise for you. I'm in a wheelchair at the time, and I go, oh, what's this? I'm 9 years old, and we're rolling down the hallway, and we're walking through the theory, and then all of a sudden she's rolling, and we get to the mom goes to the hallway. And we get inside and go up in the hallway, and all of a sudden we start to dawn on me, like, oh my gosh, we're going to leave my hours, car place, and closing the hockey glass after. And we go out there, and I walk across the working on kind of shit time during the break, and it was really great morning for me, and I felt a picture on my old flip phone, and it was really great to talk to both of them. I mentioned that my favorite call I wanted to hit on Sunday during the 2006 class as well. I can't say enough, you guys done so much for Buffalo, so I love them. He's going to be who I was today, playing today, we're trying to push out that. So, he's on our day, and I'm going to go to you. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it. I'm not going to miss it.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks for the call. If you want to call us on RJ Memory, 803-0550, 885-52-550, tweet us at Leafs, or at Marty, you're on 43, or at Credit Rate 52. Before we get to Sean, you and Marty, just took a breath.
Yeah, because like even that bro, 30 seconds. So even in that RJ Umberger hit, like when Brian Campbell hit RJ Umberger, like you saw the excitement and obviously the energy needed to be ramped up. It's overtime, and there's a big hit, and it's playoff hockey, but even in that time, RJ was pretty, I remember it correctly, respectful of the fact that, you know what, like, there's a guy that's staying on the ice, but his job was to bring the energy up, and if you're watching it at home, you need to be off your couch and jumping up to the end, and it happened. It was pretty cool.
All right, Sean, yeah, well, his call on that is pretty unreal. The building that.
It's like he saw it coming before it happened. RJ could see things coming before it happened.
I didn't even know Suki had that in him before. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I was sitting there running around a little bit.
I fought him the next year. Suki fought him the next year. He did really, really well against him. Like I think Humber must have been a little disappointed with how he did because Suki handled himself just fine.
I played with RJ Umberger in Philly, and I know him, and he's not the type of guy that has really a clean bone in his body. Like, he just, so I don't think that was in his character to go and want to fight, but he wanted to set the record straight, so good for him.
He was that guy that seemed to, like, when you go back and you look at Humber's career, he put up some pretty darn good numbers in this league.
Did you read them in Columbus?
I played with them in Columbus, and to me, it was surprising that he put up the numbers that he did. And I'm not saying that he was a bad player by any stretch, because he was very solid. But I think he really did well by himself in the numbers that he put up for his overall skill set. Like he was sneaky in the way that he played the game.
Yeah, he was really sneaky.
Yeah.
Let's grab Sean and Ethan. Again, 803 0550, 888 552 550 if you want to call and tell them RJ's story, or just even one of your favorite calls that maybe isn't one of his best known calls. Sean and Ethan, you're on the name of Craig RJ's story.
Good morning, gentlemen. So glad to talk to you all. Love your show. Been a big fan for quite a few years. My story starts out in 1971 when I was born, and I was raised in Buffalo when I was 9, and my father had to take a job at Disney and we moved to Florida. So I had no connection with hockey except for my grandfather, who I speak to weekly on the phone. He would tell me stories about, the games and stuff, and news clippings. And a lot of news clippings would have photos from the paper of the rich and the food making calls. And in 1992 was the first time I could get a computer. They had internet radio, and I was able to listen to the calls from the radio finally. And it was the most amazing thing how to hear the game. And I would take the headphones and get caught up in the game because you would take such an amazing picture of, you could see the game on the ice. And then when satellite came out and I was able to get satellite package and watch the game, oh Lord, I was in heaven. Not only did I hear it, but now I can hear it. I remember the whole 1999 run to the Cup. It was so amazing. And then now I moved back here, and 2 years ago I got to meet Rick for the first time. I was at the 716 Cafe, meeting, and he was there. So I was at the table. I remember having Rick out one week ago. I was like, oh my God, it's Rick Terry and Martin. So I'm like, oh, I can't do that. That's not right. He's like, oh, no, that's not. And whatever. So such an amazing break. And just like you said, amazing stories. And he even said, for me, he made a call right there saying that was my name just real quick. As Rick goes up on the bench, and he'll please, and he goes up the 10-game score. It was just the choice then listening to him, and it was surreal. And my two favorite calls that I've got one of this is when Curtis Brown story, CD radio, and then my favorite, and the population of Potterville just went up one. Love it. You guys have a great night.
Sean, thank you for calling. Really appreciate the passion. I mean, that's a genuine justification to the audience.
No, they're not issues.
Maybe it wasn't those RJ. Maybe he didn't see them get somewhere with Dan, although Dan definitely is fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. So we have Max in Buffalo. Max on the line. He wants to tell us about an RJ call that he remembers. What's going on, Max? If you want to get in on the conversation, 803 0550 888 552 552. What's going on, Max?
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call. This was actually a call that RJ never made. We may have heard the story before, but it's one of my favorite stories that he tells about three guys that were never coincident with each other on goal that we wanted for a large truck, power truck, and Andrew truck. And his that he wanted to make was here a Chuck, everywhere a Chuck. He called that story, he called it my favorite. if you go back, I feel like English, that has actually come to fruition.
Yeah,
The old saga.
I said it on Twitter in the same thing. I mentioned it on a radio show years ago. Like, you know, if Muller Chuck, Andrew Chuck, and Howard Chuck could have factored in both together, it would have been hard because you know, bowling, but we never played together at the same time. So.
But doable with the two forwards and their skill level. I mean, if Malarchuk kicks one up to Howardchuk, and he throws, I mean, come on.
Yeah, they were never involved in a goal together. They did play on the same team, but yeah, that would have been pretty special. Flint would have shut it up the ice to Andy, back to Dale Howard, Chuck, Bill, and all three Chucks would have been involved.
50 years. It was like that, 50 things once in the way here.
Oh yeah, thanks for calling.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say 50 years, 50 years, you know, the call lines come in. I don't think about it, and I don't think that we didn't appreciate it, but think of as a play-by-play announcer, how many people he's touched over the years? When you sit down and think of the personality of Rick Jenner, and the type of person he has time for everybody. And he's so witty and so brilliant to be around. 15 years he has been doing this. For the Buffalo Sabres. And to think of the amount of people that he has touched over the years is just, I mean, it's really incredible.
Let's grab Daniel and Tonawanda. Well said, right? Daniel and Tonawanda, if you want to call, and RJ Matthews at 305-888-550. It's a great day. It's a Saturday. RJ's back there, and he's going to retire after this year. He is, as I did the end of your one mentioned, the stable in this community. Daniel, go ahead. We don't have any credit card.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for taking my call. I'm a long-time listener, huge Sabres fan. I'm 57 years old. I don't get emotional, but in the early 70s, we used to go to the Sabres games all the time. You know, when I was a little boy, I asked Santa Claus for the radio, because it was in the radio, and not just in the Sabres games. My dad helped me watch the games. A lot of times we watch out here in Canada. But my favorite call of all was in 73, when they beat the Habs in Game 5 in overtime. And Rick Jenner call was so different than Ted. Ted call was always tremendous call. Rick Jenner is so much energy. And it just the Sabres have given me so much great memories in my life. And Mr. Jenner is an icon from decades. And I left the day, I left New York for decades. I was gone. I listened to him all the time. You know, the highlights. And it's a great day for Buffalo. This guy loves the city, he loves the Sabres, and if bad things are not the Sabres with all that's going on, we're going to go north again. And this guy's a big part of it. I just want to say thank you very much for the show.
Thanks for the call, Daniel. I can sense the emotion. I think that's a lot of it too. That's a lot of it too. You know, someone just messaged me and said, I remember going to the game with my dad. This guy's dad had passed away, but RJ came out the first time I met RJ when he was with his dad. It's like, you hear the emotion. And, I appreciate it.
RJ's been a fixture in the community. Remember when he and Jim Kelly did the cancer treatments and remission and all of that. Like he has been not only a fixture with Sabres game, but community, touching more charities, being a role model. There's been so much that he's done that has touched people in different ways.
Do you remember the night party in Ottawa where he left on the stretcher? Do you remember? And I think James Patrick went up and did the play-by-play with Jimmy Lawrence. And before the game, I remember the guys were really strong concerned about Rick Jenner. And I mean, it was one of their own. I remember seeing RJ leaving the game.
I remember the one 2 years ago where Brian Duff actually had to go up to the press box in Buffalo and fill in for RJ, who felt a little fainting spell and was all good after. Thank God it was all good after that. But yeah, that's happened. But I don't remember the one in the other one.
Yeah, I remember the reaction of the players. Players were very concerned. Players, like the big days, like is it one of their own guys?
Well, if we talk about RJ, I'll tell you another guy in the Sabres history that has been there from basically, this guy's been there from day one, RJ's been there from year two, is Rick Simonic. And I remember getting called up for the Kirkland game for a game Sabres against the Red Wings, and Rick Simonic had to go to the hospital with kidney stones, and nobody knew or could figure out this sharpening machine. So George was sharpening the skates, and they were too sharp. And then Mike Ramsey, who was the assistant coach at the time, would own a pro shop in the Minnesota area, was out there sharpening skates between periods. If RJ can't do the job, like everybody's scrambling, because how do you replace RJ? If Rick Simonic couldn't do the job, like you're scrambling, how do you replace Rick Simonic? Like these are a big fixture in Sabres history for sure.
All right, we're going to go to break. Owen Power in the news here, but not him. It's just his decision is being from and some people disagree with his decision, which we'll talk about that at 11 o'clock. There are a lot of different again, if you want to call, we'll take calls all day here until 11:30. Just if you want to comment on the Generate, the news of moving on to the last season. We love you, Terry Rankin, 803-550-2550.
WGR Sports Radio 550. All sports, all the time.
Hey, long time no see. Welcome back.
Great to be back. I'll take my usual. Rebecca.
Of course. One large mouth and ice Nova Monty with soda coming right up.
Looks awesome in here, by the way. I love the new layout and furniture. How do you do it all yourself?
They wish I had the time and expertise. It was IKEA. They planned everything. Deliver the furniture, assemble it. It was super affordable, too. Here's your new bill. See you tomorrow.
Definitely.
Visit the IKEA Planning Studio online to book your virtual or in-person business planning appointment today.
Do you know 85% of people who play daily fantasy sports lose? Is it really that surprising? You're playing against thousands of other lineups, not to mention experts who have more tools and more time. Introducing the first ever daily fantasy sportsbook, Stat Hero. Stat Hero shows you their lineups and dares you to beat them. It's you versus the house in a head-to-head fantasy matchup. Go to stathero.com/play. Sign up for free, and right now you can get 3 times back on your first play. Go to stathero.com/play. Restrictions apply. See stathero.com for details.
Summer only savings awaits at your local Hyundai dealer. Where you go from there, it's up to you. Huge savings, new vehicles arriving daily, and of course, America's best warranty. Get in to get away with it all at the Hyundai Getaway Sales List. Secure your 2021 Sonata or Elantra today for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payment for 90 days. See your Hyundai dealer now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 6, 2021. Call 562-314-4603 for offer terms and details.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And stack up with in-store rewards to save even more at home. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And agents that use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gas. Support terms and conditions.
Visit Wines and More for the largest selection of wine, craft beer, and spirits in the area. Don't miss an inning of the game when you shop online at winesandmore-ma.com to order curbside pickup or local delivery. Conveniently located in Wareham and Mansfield Crossings and the Walpole Mall. Wines and More.
Hey, long time no see. Welcome back.
Great to be back. I'll take my usual. Remember?
Of course. One large mouth and ice Nova Monty with soda coming right up.
Looks saw something here, by the way. I love the new layout and furniture. How do you do it all yourself?
I wish I had the time and expertise. It was IKEA. They planned everything. Deliver the furniture, assemble it. It was super affordable too. Here's your usual CMRO.
Definitely.
Visit the IKEA Planning Studio online to book your virtual or in-person business planning appointment today.
Not only do, Riverhead Building Supply has what you need. When you choose Anderson Windows and Doors, you get high-performing, dependable products, and we support them with exceptional service. Try the 400 series, which brings you the best overall blend of performance and style. Anderson is the most trusted and recommended brand of windows and patio doors among residential contractors and builders. Head to Riverhead Building Supply, 303 Roslyn Road in Mineola, or online at rbsport.com.
Do you know 85% of people who play daily fantasy sports lose? Is it really that surprising? You're playing against thousands of other lineups, not to mention experts who have more tools and more time. Introducing the first ever daily fantasy sports book, Stat Hero. Stat Hero shows you their lineups and dares you to beat them. It's you versus the house in a head-to-head fantasy matchup. Go to stathero.com/play. Sign up for free right now. You can get 3 times back on your first play. Go to stathero.com/play. Restrictions apply. See stathero.com for details.
The players call the West Her Hotline.
On our West Her Hotline, Greg Rousseau is joining us. We have Dan Dawkins joining us from the Buffalo Bills on our West Her Hotline.
The coaches call the West Her Hotline.
Let's go right to the West Her Hotline, and we are joined by Bills head coach Sean McDermott.
Michael Irvin back with us on the West Her Hotline with John Clayton on the West Her Hotline here on WGR.
When the players call, when the coaches call, when the insiders call, the West Her Hotline, brought to you by the West Her Automotive Group. Welcome to West Her, New York.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up, there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Powered Nitrogen Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And stack up with in-store rewards to save even more of the power. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. An agent that is to use Shell V-Powered Nitrogen Plus program. Yes, it's full terms and conditions. Fuel Rewards.
On WGR Sports Radio 550, all sports, all the time.
Brings it back in the other direction. You're on. Look out for that. He got dropped out there as he comes. Even as we watch it again on replay, unbelievable. That was something.
You would have been sent to the minors if they scored there.
We lost that game. 2-1 in overtime. I gave up it was 1-0 for us. Gave up a bad goal. The guy shot it 5-0 from the point and lost it in overtime. Kind of wrapped it on. So
After that save,
it was 1-0 at that point, I believe, and I was really fired up and then gave up again. Kids.
oh, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, in your bubble. I got so fired up after that save. I was like, oh, I'm on top of the world, right? And then I gave up.
Why?
That's a real story.
So what? No one's gonna know. You should have won. You should have told us that you won 2-1 in overtime and you saved the game.
Let's see, either Danny McGillis or Chris Herring scored one of the goals.
And McGillis, big shot.
Big shot. I think he won at 85. Big shot. That was a little bit.
I just can't get over how good this guy looks. Any moment right there. So we're showing a picture of this guy. How much time and effort do you think went into preparing you? Like from
There's
that shot to the pocket square, which isn't a square, but it's going into like a hanky. The nice shirt, tie, and a shiny suit.
That's gonna be a couple of days in advance, or maybe a week in advance. Then what am I gonna wear for this dress conference? I put it aside and I do it. But I'll tell you this: even when he's casual, he's more dressed than anybody else. We had a year-end party, dinner type thing, everybody's got it in jeans and t-shirts and sweatshirts and whatever. Hank has got the skinny dark jeans on, the button-down shirt, and a like a jacket, right? Like a sports coat. Like even in the casual days, he's dressed up more than the rest of us.
Feel bad for him.
Because he looks that good.
That's good for him.
That's understandable. This is how does that hair? I haven't shaven in a week. I'm wearing a Coca-Cola faded shirt that has a roll on it. And I didn't have my hair today. And guess what? I feel great. I find that every time I stand, it makes me bummed because it looks like there's so much you gotta do to prep me. Being Henrik Lundqvist.
No, you actually, you know,
Being Henrik Lundqvist seems exhausting.
dude, he takes his mask off and the hair is still perfect. Like, it hasn't moved in with hair.
Why? Because he puts product in it and he's shaving his eyebrows and plucking this and that. Come on, man.
He has to have a shaver with like the, you know, you can do like level 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to like change the length of your side. He has he has clippers that take him to that exact length on the beard. Like I've never seen him without that.
Guys that look like that, it's exhausting. I can tell you why. I played with him. I played with the guy. You know who he is? Okay, for a long time. Robin Surrey, without question, Shadow of Death. He was one of the most captivating, really good looking man. He's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man. Here's the thing. He's literally shaved bald, okay, manicured to the elite of the elite. And I took out of my day one day, I had, he third himself in lotion. And actually, I had to wrap him in cellophane. So he walked out of the bell center, you're the instinct because you're the one that wrapped him in bubble wrap. I don't know why would you understand. If someone asked me to do that, I would say get away. That's going to make you fancy. I'm here to help you out. I'm a teammate. I'll do it. There are some limits, but there are some limits I would go to as a teammate. But I'm not wrapping him up in saran, walking his eyebrows.
There's a difference between Sheldon Surrey. There's a difference between Sheldon Surrey and Henrik Lundqvist. Breaking news. When New York Rangers announced they will be retiring Henrik Lundqvist's number this upcoming season. They're not, like, not only is he a beautiful man, he was an all-time Hall of Fame.
He's going to go right out with the side the Stanley Cup team.
He went to the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
Okay, so what did Dominic actually ever do for the city?
Dominic Hasek won.
Dominic actually won Hart trophies as a savior. I don't remember. What year did Henrik Lundqvist win the Hart trophy?
He did one of those.
Well, we should retire Ryan Miller's number 2. Like
Ryan Miller's number will be retired.
100%, right? 100%.
So that's great. But also
Henrik
Ryan Miller played with another organization. Henrik Lundqvist played his entire career with the New York Rangers.
It's obvious, we do.
Maybe Hank should get a letter. Maybe Hank should put a letter to them.
Don't do it, Hank. Yeah, Hank will lose all credibility with me. He was the best looking man in sports to be like dust if he does.
Super irritating to look at. So,
All right. Well, on that note, we'll make you frustrated. We'll be right back. We'll talk about own power and how people don't seem to like that. Some think it's even embarrassing in the organization. I think that's a stretch. And I really want to nice chat with you. He's gonna come on next week, but we are going to absolutely.
WGR Sports Radio 550. All sports, all the time. Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WJSE HD2 Niagara Falls Buffalo on 19.5 FM.
An Odyssey station. Hey, long time no see. Welcome back.
Great to be back. I'll take what you remember.
Of course. One watch not that ice maple multi with turbo coming right up.
Looks awesome in here, by the way. I love the new layout and furniture. How do you do it all yourself?
I wish I had the time and expertise. It was IKEA. They planned everything. Delivered the furniture, assembled it. It was super important too. Here's your usual. See you tomorrow.
Definitely.
Visit the IKEA Planning Studio online to book your virtual or in-person business planning appointment today.
Why Ford has the freshest lineup of SUVs in America.